Let's be real, people aren't out here trying to look bad, but there are some style habits that are slightly, or quietly I should say, killing your look. They're not obvious at first, but once you notice, it's hard to unsee. That being said, today I'm going to share with you 10 style mistakes that I see way too often. Number 1, wearing oversized without balance. Don't get me wrong, I love oversized pieces, I love oversized trousers, pants, sweaters, coats. I'm all about that. I loved the relaxed look. It just gives you an effortless feel, an effortless vibe. But here is the thing, when everything happens to be oversized, it just throws off your shape. It's all about structure, all about clean lines. For example, if you're gonna go with oversized trousers, oversized pants, try to aim for something that is not as oversized on top. I'm not saying wear a tight shirt, but find something a little bit more cropped and not bigger than the bottom half. If it's reversed, same thing. I'm not saying go with something slim tight with the bottoms, but go for something that balances out the shape. Again, even if it's relaxed, it should still give you some shape to your outfit. Number 2, dirty white sneakers. Now, let me get this straight. I love white sneakers. They're timeless, they're classic. I mean, timeless and classic means the same thing. They are great to have and an essential in your wardrobe. And I love me some shoes that are worn in, especially some sneakers and Vans. I actually prefer a worn in shoe, but when a white shoe has dirt marks and scuffs, I mean, it kind of more than likely throws off the outfit. For example, have one pair of white shoes for your everyday wear, then have a second pair. Keep those crisp, keep those clean for special occasions, something a little more formal. Again, it's one of those small details that is noticeable once you see it. And clean shoes, says a lot about a person, unless you're going for something that is, you're going for that grungy look. Number 3, bad layering. Layering is one of those things that definitely separates one of those guys that like dresses okay versus someone that knows how to dress. Come to think of it, I should create a video on how to layer because I haven't filmed one of these in years, but I used to have a video on like how to layer clothing. For example, one of the common mistakes is wearing something thick or chunky underneath a thin piece, like a layering piece, right? So you'll have something chunky down below and like a thin cardigan, something kind of like that. It just kind of throws off the look all around. Or even a hoodie, for example, underneath a thin, light jacket. Instead, layer smart with some breathable fabrics like cotton tees or light knits. Then you can build up heavier pieces like jackets or coats. Think of layering like a gradient, lighter on the inside and more structured on the outside. Number 4, wrinkled clothes. Now, this is small, but it makes a huge difference. You could be wearing a nice button-down shirt or a clean tee, but if it's wrinkled, it kind of just throws it off and it looks like you didn't really care. Or trust me, I'm not a fan of ironing, but I bought a steamer a few years back and I have not looked back. These are affordable. They're on Amazon for about $18 tops. They are great. It's a little size like this and it does the job and I don't even have to iron ever again. And I just prefer steaming way more than ironing. Literally it could take a few minutes, like 3 minutes tops to steam a clothing piece, and it's just, I recommend it. But yeah, I mean, even affordable pieces look expensive when they are crisp and wrinkle-free. Number 5, too many loud logos. Again, this is preference, it's just what I tend to observe. And I mean, we've all gone through phases where we're loving designer logos, heavy branding. In my opinion, the more logos that you add, the less elevated it feels. It can look a bit forced, almost like you're trying to make up for the outfit or the style with all of the logos and all of the branding. Again, I love specific designers, specific logos, specific brands, but if you've noticed, I'm not really someone that, I'm not saying I know everything about this, but I'm not really a fan of layering or like putting on all of these different logos. It's kind of like a 101 when it comes to style. 1 logo is great, 2, it's cool, but once it starts adding up, in my opinion, it just takes away from your personal style. Instead, focus on shape, texture, style. If you're gonna wear a shirt, for example, or a hoodie that is heavily branded, have that be the hero piece of your outfit and build around that. Don't just start piling on different logos. I always say this, like if that's what you want to do, yes, but the title of the video is style mistakes to avoid. This is one of them. Number 6 is matching everything too perfectly. You match the hat to shirt to sneakers, the sneakers to the jacket and shirt. I mean, it feels satisfying, but it just ends up looking a bit overstyled, kind of like you're trying too hard, unless it's an all black on black outfit. Even black on black, I mean, style needs contrast, it needs texture. So instead of trying to match like head to toe, have fun with it and also find balance, like pair with neutrals with a pop of color, for example, break things up with a contrasting accessory. This one might be a bit controversial, but low quality accessories. Trust me, I'm all about accessories, and I'm aware that not everyone can afford fine jewelry. Even myself, I'm not someone that spends hundreds of dollars on expensive jewelry, but even affordable jewelry can look expensive. But going for the wrong accessories like plasticky finishes or super shiny metals can throw it all off. I recommend choosing clean designs, some muted finishes, and solid materials. Go for simple silver or gold tones. It's all about choosing something that feels intentional. Number 8, this is not a surprise, choosing every single trend. This is one of the easier ones. It's kind of like throwing on all of the logos. It's one of the easier traps, if you will. You see what's trending on TikTok and online, and trust me, I mean, I create outfit posts and I get inspired from others, and sure, everything's great, and you start grabbing every single trend that's out there, and suddenly before you realize it, you just have all of these pieces that don't necessarily match like your personal style. Trends are meant to be there to get some inspiration, and sure, wear them, that's what they're for, but we're not meant to be wearing every single trend that's out there, because let's face it, then everyone will start looking the same. Like every style looks exactly the same, and there's something to be said about personal style and grabbing bits and pieces from styles that are already out there. And truth is, if a trend doesn't feel like your personal style, it doesn't feel like you, then it kind of just feels not like yourself. And trust me, I'm all about having fun and trying things out there. Again, this is clothing, it's style, it's not anything to be taken seriously. And also what happens is you'll buy all of these pieces and all these trendy items that you'll only wear once and then realize, why did I spend money on something that's just sitting there, like in my closet? So instead, build your foundation first, pieces that always work for you. Then if a trend fits into that naturally, go for it, but don't let trends dictate your entire wardrobe. Number 9, pants that don't fit right. This one's a little bit tricky, if I'm honest, but one of the most common issues I see are mistakes. Pants that are just too long, stacking at the ankle, or pants that are cropped way too short and throw off proportions, make your body look awkward or make you look shorter than you actually are. Don't be afraid of tailoring. I'm a fan of tailoring. They're usually affordable and inexpensive. They honestly elevate your look so much just by having things fit you perfectly. For example, if something's a bit too long, take it to the tailor, they'll just cut off a little bit and it'll look so much better than having something scrunch up at the bottom when it's unintentional. You know when something fits just right and there's a clean hem, it's great. So I recommend having pants that fit you just right. Lastly, number 10, I'm gonna end it with a tricky one, is wearing clothes that don't necessarily reflect you. This one is, again, deeper than just style. If you're wearing something that just doesn't feel like you, you'll just inevitably feel off. When you feel comfortable in what you're wearing, that is priceless. I mean, that inevitably will come across. If you feel comfortable, that is all that matters. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, as long as you feel great, that'll translate. And that is honestly all that really matters. That is truly what style is. That's like the best accessory you can have, is just like feeling confident. And it takes time to find your personal style. I actually think that that is forever evolving. You'll change throughout time and change things, and you'll be into certain things. And that's just honestly the fun thing about style. It's, again, not to be taken so seriously. I make this video talking about mistakes, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just clothes. Like, it's not that deep. That is basically it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I honestly love reading all your comments. So let me know in the comments below, like, what are some other mistakes that you feel I maybe left out, or just something that you think is a common mistake that people make when it comes to style or fashion. I would love to know. Follow me on Instagram at JairWoo. That being said, I'll see you in the next video. Adios.